Hello everybody, this is the King of Pikmin back with another Gears 4 news video. So this is another video that's a little bit late, but I'm sorry I didn't upload anything yesterday, and the day before I only uploaded a few matches with no commentary because I've been busy with a few things, but I should be back like every day, be able to upload new videos with commentary and everything. So let's get into it. So one of the new weapons we found, I'll put up on the screen, is called the Drop Shot. It's pretty much the Digger launcher from Gears 3, but a little bit different. Like the Digger, you shot and it just went straight into the ground, and then if you hit someone with it, it dug through them, then blew up. So this is pretty similar to that, but you fire it and it has little thrusters, and it pretty much flies forward as long as you hold the trigger or the fire button, and then you let go, and then the thrusters activate, and it just thrusts straight into the ground and starts drilling into the ground, then detonates. So it's used to get over cover and to people behind cover. And if someone's under it, it'll actually drill into their head. Their head will explode, like their head will just get all mangled and then pop. And then they'll start twitching and stuff, and then as it drills through them, and then it'll blow them up. So that sounds really brutal, but I want to see it. So next is the Buzzkill. It's a very simple one. It fires buzzsaws, for God's sake. So it just fires buzzsaws, probably gonna slice people in half and junk. But one thing that's a little different is that they bounce off walls and stuff. So if you're not careful, it could bounce off a wall and then ricochet back at you if you're not paying too much attention. So um, if you they're not in a war anymore. Like, remember, the Swarm, they don't know about the Swarm at the beginning of the game. So the Coalition, the company that makes the game, wanted to make sure that they didn't feel like they were making new weapons, because there's really no reason for them to be making new weapons since they're not in a war anymore. So they pretty much are like, these two things are construction equipment repurposed as weapons. So now, for what I'm really excited about this game, that has me super excited, the combat knives. Yes, the combat knives. And there's going to be a lot of executions involving these combat knives. For instance, you're going to be able to do a lot of different things to use the combat knife. You can stun them with a few different techniques that I'll go over, and then you can go for an execution with the knife, which is really exciting because I love close quarters combat, and it's really, Gears of War 4 is really bringing close quarters combat to it's going to be really interactive and stuff. So now it's a one-hit kill, they said. We don't know everything about it, but we do know that it's a one-hit kill if you can catch someone with it, but there's going to be ways to counter it. I'm guessing, I really don't know, but if you guys ever played Anarchy Reigns or an arena shooter, I mean, not an arena shooter, an arena fighting game or something, you can tech throws with the press of a button. So I'm guessing it might work like a throw, and if you have fast enough reaction time, then you can actually break out of it, and then you'll knock the knife out of their hand and kick them away or something. I really don't know what you're going to be able to do to counter it yet, but I hope it's not so easily counterable that it's useless. You know what I mean? Because I love knives. I mean, and on the screen you can see here, there's actually three knives for multiplayer. There's an outsider knife, a cog knife, and a swarm knife. I'm guessing the swarm knife is the one in the middle. The outsider knife is the one on the right, and the cog one, well, we know the cog one is on the left. That one is sick. I mean, if you're not playing cog, then you're doing it wrong, because that knife is amazing. So, um, yeah, they didn't show any of the executions or anything, but they said they're really gruesome. So, stabbing them in the brain, stabbing them in the neck, they said it's really brutal. So now to go over some of the cover mechanics and stuff in multiplayer. So you're going to be able to do the vault kick still, but now you can do it, you can be sprinting at a wall and then just jump straight over and kick somebody instead of having to jump into the cover and then jump over. That was annoying because if I wanted to kick someone that was just camping behind cover and I went into cover, while I went into cover, they could jump over and kick me first. But now if you're the aggressor, you can actually sprint over the cover and just jump straight over it instead of having to get into cover first, which is really nice. So and then also, if you're in cover and you're leaning out of cover, kind of on a wall or something, you can dash out of cover and sprint forward, and you'll actually shoulder tackle people at a close range, and that actually is one of the things you can do to stagger them for a combat knife takedown. So, and the vault kick as well, you can get a combat knife takedown off of that. So, but again, they said there's gonna be ways to counter it, so I'm not sure. So yeah, the shoulder tackle, you're in the side cover, and then you dash out of cover and sprint forward, you can't jump over the cover and do it. You have to come out from the side of cover and then sprint forward, and you'll shoulder tackle them. And I'm not sure if it'll knock them down, but it says it'll stagger them enough for you to get a combat knife execution. So and then the last one that I'm most excited for, if you're in cover and someone gets on the cover in front of you, like on the other side of a block, they said that there's this issue with Gears that has always been there, even in Gears 3 with the vault kick, where two people would get into cover and then they just pop up and shoot at each other and then pop back down and then pop up, shoot, and just keep doing that. And it's just like a really retarded moment. So, well, like they said, it's like Naked Gun moment where the two guys are shooting each other like right at point blank range. I'll put it on the screen if you want to see that clip, um, but yeah, the thing I'm most excited for is while you're in that moment, if you can actually reach over cover, grab them by the back, like by like the collar or whatever, and then like pull them over cover and execute them with the knife. That is amazing. I can't wait to grab someone, yank them over cover, and shank them in the face. It's gonna be amazing. So I'm super excited for the beta. The beta is coming out April 18th, and for the closed beta where you have to have early access, and then the 25th is the open beta. So that's really exciting. It's strangely enough, that's actually the same dates as Gears of War 3's beta, way back when. But yeah, I think that'll pretty much do it. Oh wait, no, it won't. Sorry. They released some new characters, like the leaders of the Outsiders. I'm gonna put them on the screen now. I'll put the first one on the screen. The leader of the Outsiders, the complete leader, and the mother of Kate Diaz, Reina Diaz. She's right there. She's actually the leader, and she hates the Cog. She's a fierce warrior. She actually despises the Cog very much, and the only reason and then she actually lets JD and Dell Walker from the last video I did stay on the base because they give her information about the Cog. So I really hope the Cog aren't turned out to be the bad guys here because I really do like the Cog. I mean, they mean well, at least most of the time. It might not be the case here, but I think they do. But the next one that I'm really excited about because he's actually holding what looks like a new gun, like a repurposed Retro Lancer or something. So I really don't know. But yeah, here he is, Oscar Diaz. He's actually Kate's uncle and Reina's brother-in-law. He used to be a Cog, and he actually hates JD and Dell for going AWOL and like abandoning their duty as Cog soldiers. So it's a kind of a weird thing that Reina and him must not get along very well because he actually likes the Cog. So, but yeah, if you guys are looking, what is that gun? It looks like a Retro Lancer, doesn't it? But a little different. So I don't know. It's probably going to serve the same purpose as the Retro Lancer, but the bayonet is really wimpy in comparison. Like Jesus, like the Retro Lancer before was sick, but that thing looks like a wimpy little bayonet. I hope they fix that. But anyways, that'll definitely do it for this video. I'm just super excited, and I hope you guys are excited. The thing I'm most excited for is the combat knife, close quarters combat. So I really hope that's pretty cool. So, oh, one last thing. I'm sorry. They also said that each knife is going to have different attributes. I'm guessing that means each one might have, like, depending on the faction you are, you'll have different executions. So that'll be cool. They're going to be adding a lot of executions this time. I think they're going to be really going all out with the executions. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you later. See you in the next one.